Chosen one. Listen closely. What I'm about to say could be your last warning. If you're watching this video, it's not by chance. God has led you here. What I'm about to reveal is crucial for your spiritual journey. You see, there's something you need to understand. You've been revealing your gifts, your purpose, even your struggles over and over again, thinking it's helping you. But it's time to stop. Your secrets, your sins, your calling are meant to be guarded, not shared recklessly. Every time you expose what is sacred, you risk your divine protection and delay the blessings that are meant for you. You've been chosen. You must understand the weight of this message. It's time to stop announcing to the world that you are chosen. You've been warned. If you ignore this message, the consequences will be greater than you can imagine. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers. Comment with the number 99 to affirm your readiness to heed this warning. If you are truly chosen, you'll understand the weight of this message and carry it with you. Let's get into it. The time has come for a critical message to be shared with those who have been chosen by God. You who are blessed with unique gifts and profound insights must understand the importance of discretion. The world around you is often loud and demanding, tempting you to share what you've been given freely. As a chosen one, there is a sacred responsibility tied to your blessings. Every revelation you make holds power. With power comes the duty to protect what is precious. When you share too much, you have a duty to protect your gifts. You expose your soul to the dangers of the world. You become vulnerable to judgment, ridicule, even exploitation. You risk your divine gifts being misused or misunderstood. This is not just about protecting yourself, it's about honoring the sacred connection you have with the divine. Your knowledge, your gifts, they are a treasure, not to be thrown out into the open without caution. Remember, it is not weakness to hold back. It is wisdom. God's voice is calling you to keep your secrets safe, to shield your sacred energy, to trust in the divine plan that has been designed for you. The path ahead is one that will require courage, discretion and a deep sense of purpose. Be strong and understand the gravity of this moment. God's warning is a sign of divine love guiding you towards greater protection. God's message is not just a suggestion, it is a command. You have been chosen to carry spiritual wisdom that can change the world. This wisdom is not for the public. Be careful. There's a specific time and place for sharing your insights. You must learn to be discerning. Why is this so important? Because the world is not ready for all of what you know. It's not always safe for you to share it. When you share too much of your spiritual journey or your intimate life, you may face criticism or even attacks. Connection with the divine. You open the door for misunderstandings, misinterpretations, even attacks. It's like offering your most valuable treasures to a world that isn't prepared to handle them. Some will try to exploit your light for their own gain, while others will try to tear it down. Simply because they cannot understand this. Protecting your blessings is an act of respect. It shows respect for your mission and for the power of timing. The consequences of revealing too much are not always immediately visible. They are real. You may feel drained, confused, isolated as negative energies begin to latch on to your unguarded. The importance of being discerning. The world around you is often loud and demanding, tempting you to share what you've been given freely. As a chosen one, there is a sacred responsibility tied to your blessings. Every revelation you make holds power. With power comes the duty to protect what is precious. When you share too much, God's warning comes not out of punishment, out of love. It is a call to rise above the noise and remain rooted in your purpose. By keeping your secrets, you protect yourself and those who need your guidance in the right moment. Being chosen isn't just a blessing, it's a profound responsibility. The gifts you carry, these gifts are not just for you, for the world. However, you must use them wisely. Think of your gifts like fire. When used correctly, fire can warm, nourish, protect. When mishandled, it can burn, destroy, leave devastation in its wake. Your spiritual gifts have the same power. They can heal, uplift, inspire. They can also. The world can be loud and demanding, tempting you to share what you've been given freely. But as a chosen one, there is a special responsibility connected to your blessings. Everything you reveal has the power to be misused if you share it too soon. With every blessing you receive comes the responsibility to protect it. Not everyone will understand your journey or your insights. Some may try to take advantage of your light, while others may criticize what they don't understand. This is why you must hold your gifts close and nurture them. The world around you is often loud and demanding, tempting you to share what you've been given freely. But as a chosen one, there is a sacred responsibility tied to your blessings. Every revelation you make holds power. With power comes the duty to protect what is precious. When you share too much, wait until the right time to share them. The path of the chosen one requires strength, patience, and, above all, discernment. You are not meant to explain yourself to everyone. Your mission is greater than anyone's judgment. Trust that God has placed you on this path for a reason. Part of that reason is to learn when to speak and when to remain silent. Be wise, for the journey ahead is one of deep spiritual significance. Guard your gifts as the precious treasures they are. Embrace the responsibility that comes with being chosen. God's anger is not a force meant to harm, to protect. When you reveal too much of your sacred knowledge, if you expose your vulnerabilities without care, you risk losing the divine protection you have been given. God's anger is like a loving parent warning their child to stay away from dangerous waters. It's not out of malice, out of care. When you overshare, you leave yourself exposed, vulnerable, at the mercy of forces that seek to take advantage. The spiritual world has unseen laws. When you reveal your inner workings too freely, you create openings for negativity and spiritual attack. You invite energies that drain you, that weaken your spirit, that cloud your vision. It's as though you are opening your soul to the world without any shield, leaving yourself wide open to harm. God's anger is a reminder to you to honor your sacredness. You should cherish the knowledge you've been given and protect it. God's anger is not about punishment, correction. It's a loving reminder to return to your purpose. When you begin to guard your gifts and protect your soul, you will find peace again the moment you choose to keep your spiritual wisdom close to your heart. You align yourself with divine protection and grace. Oversharing is not just an emotional risk, it's a spiritual one. Every time you reveal something too personal or too sacred, you make yourself vulnerable to spiritual attack. The more you expose, the more you open yourself up to negative energies that seek to drain your power. These energies are not always obvious, they might come disguised as well. Meaning advice, praise, curiosity, beneath the surface. They can have a draining, destructive effect. Think of your spiritual energy like a well. If you constantly pour from it without replenishing it, the well eventually runs dry. Similarly, if you constantly share your inner world with others, You risk depleting your energy and losing the vitality needed to fulfill your mission. Spiritual attacks often happen when we must protect our spiritual energy and be careful when sharing our innermost thoughts with others. Otherwise, we risk depleting our energy and losing the vitality needed to fulfill our mission. You have a divine responsibility to protect your spiritual energy. Not everyone will understand your journey. Many will not respect the sacredness of your insights. It's essential to maintain boundaries and learn when to speak and when to remain silent. Spiritual attacks often happen when we care too much. It's an act of divine obedience. The insights you've received are gifts from the divine. They are not for everyone's consumption. Are they to be shared casually? Each piece of wisdom you hold carries immense power. It's your responsibility to protect it. The world is full of people who will seek to take what's yours, to twist it, to use it for their own gain. When you share too much, you give them the opportunity to do just that. It's essential to recognize that not everyone is ready for the wisdom you carry. Some will dismiss it, while others will. Spiritual attacks can happen when we misunderstand our spiritual insights or when someone tries to take advantage of them. To keep your spiritual insights safe, make sure you guard them. Your insights are special and important. You should not rush to share them. God's timing is perfect. There will be times when you need to share your insights. They will make a difference. Until then, protect your insights like they are a treasure. Let them grow inside you, which will make your connection with the divine stronger and give you strength. Trust that when the time is right, the world will be ready to receive them. God tells you to protect your wisdom, not because it's a secret meant to be hidden forever, because it is too powerful to be misused. Your spiritual wisdom is a light that can heal and inspire. It is also fragile. When exposed too early, it can be distorted or even stolen by those who don't have your best interests at heart. Guard it carefully. Protect it fiercely. Share it only when the time is right. The responsibility of being chosen means that your wisdom is not for everyone. It's meant for those who are ready to receive it. Those who are prepared to understand and respect its true power. You must be discerning. You must understand that not all who ask are ready. Not all who seek will use what you offer wisely. God's plan for you is far greater than any immediate gratification that might come from oversharing. When you guard your wisdom, you align yourself with the divine flow. You protect your mission and ensure that the work you are meant to do is completed in the right way at the right time. Premature revelations carry hidden dangers that may not be immediately apparent. Can have long-term effects. Spiritual attacks often happen when we share something before it's ready. This can make us lose our energy and vitality. There's a reason why certain things must be kept private. Some truths are too powerful to be exposed before their time. Just as a seed must be nurtured in darkness before it can sprout into the light, too must your insights be allowed to grow in silence. When the time comes to share them, they will have the depth, strength, impact that they are meant to. Remember, every insight you've received is precious. It must be handled with care. By keeping certain things hidden until the right moment, you allow them to improve and develop their full potential, ensuring they have the greatest impact when shared. Vulnerability is a beautiful and necessary part of the human experience. However, there are times when revealing your weaknesses can leave you open to being taken advantage of. Your vulnerabilities are sacred and should not be exposed carelessly. If you share your pain or struggles too openly, you could invite others to take advantage of your openness. They might use it against you or try to fix you in ways that don't align with your purpose. It's important to remember that being vulnerable doesn't mean being weak. It can be a strength when done carefully. Sharing your struggles can create deep connections with others. There are also times and it can leave you open to misunderstanding or even being misused. Protect your vulnerabilities by only sharing them with those who truly understand. Honor your journey. Don't hide your weaknesses. Hiding your weaknesses can make you lose power. When you share your pain, do it in a way that makes you feel better. Remember, not everyone is ready to hear your story or understand your struggle. Protect your energy and share your weaknesses only with people who will appreciate it. There are people who will try to take your energy. Sometimes, they don't even know they're doing it. They may ask for your help, guidance, even your time. What they really want is the good energy you have. These people who take your energy, these people will leave you feeling exhausted, depleted, spiritually exhausted, as they take more than they give. Recognize these individuals and learn to protect yourself from their negative influence. Energy drainers often don't have malicious intent. They might not even realize what they're doing. But they are feeding off your light because they don't know how to generate their own. Recognizing this pattern is crucial, as it allows you to protect your energy and direct it towards those who truly need it. You are not obligated to give endlessly without regard for your own well-being. Protect your light fiercely. Not everyone is deserving of it. Not everyone knows how to respect it. Recognize the people who drain your energy. Learn to set healthy boundaries. By doing so, you protect your spiritual strength. Ensure that you have the energy you need to fulfill your mission. Your energy is a divine resource, one that must be protected at all costs. Not everyone in your life has your best interests at heart. Some people will seek to take from you without giving anything in return. These individuals are unworthy of your light. You must be able to recognize them. By guarding your energy, you protect yourself from being drained, manipulated, spiritually harmed. You wouldn't allow a thief into your home to take what's yours. Don't allow energy vampires to feed off your light. These unworthy individuals can come in many forms: friends, family, even strangers. Your light. These unworthy individuals can come in many forms: friends, family, even strangers. They may seem harmless. Their presence can slowly drain your energy. When you don't take care of your energy, you might feel tired and disconnected from your purpose. It's important to learn how to protect your energy by identifying what's not worth your energy and setting clear boundaries. You'll empower yourself and have the energy you need to complete your mission. Your energy is precious. It's important to take care of it. In a world that always wants to be noisy and get validation, silence is your greatest ally. When God asks you to speak less, it is not to silence your voice. To give it purpose. Silence allows you to connect deeper with the divine. To listen to the whispers of wisdom that come from within. In silence, you become more attuned to the guidance you need to move forward. Often, we speak out of habit, seeking approval or reassurance from others. God calls you to move beyond this. When you speak less, you invite the divine to speak more. You create space for clarity, understanding, true connection. Silence is not weakness, it is the space where your power is cultivated. In moments of silence, you guard your inner light fiercely. Not everyone is deserving of it. Not everyone knows how to respect it. Recognize the people who drain your energy and learn to set healthy boundaries. By doing so, you protect your spiritual strength, ensuring that you have the energy you need to fulfill your mission. Your energy is a divine resource that must be respected. Find strength. The world may urge you to speak, to explain, to defend yourself. God urges you to rest in silence, trusting that the divine plan is unfolding with perfect timing. When the time comes for you to speak, your words will carry far greater weight because they've been forged in silence and wisdom. Recklessly sharing your journey and guard your energy. Not everyone is worthy of it. Not everyone respects it. Recognize the people who drain your energy and learn to set healthy boundaries. By doing so, you will protect your spiritual strength and ensure that you have the energy you need to fulfill your mission. Your energy is a divine resource that must be respected. Insights come with significant consequences that may not be immediately obvious but are deeply felt. Spiritual struggles can arise as you lose your way. Drained by the energy of others. Overwhelmed by negativity. Disconnected from the divine plan. Isolation is another danger. When you share too much, too soon, you find yourself alone and misunderstood. They are spiritually disconnected. The act of oversharing too much can lead to doubt, confusion, negative energy. You might become distracted from your mission. Caught up in the opinions and misunderstandings of others that it's easy to lose sight of your purpose when you share too much about your personal life. You must learn to shield your inner world from these distractions to protect yourself from the consequences of overexposure. By embracing discretion, you can reclaim your strength and direction. You can shield yourself from spiritual struggles and create the space you need to continue moving forward in alignment with the divine plan. Discretion is not just about keeping secrets. It's about protecting the importance of your journey. Discretion is a special quality that allows you to move through life with purpose and protection. Knowing when to speak and when to stay silent requires good judgment, patience and deep trust in God's timing. It's not about withholding truth. It's about sharing. It's about timing and manner when you speak. Your words have weight because they're given intentionally. Silence isn't about passivity, it's about being present. In silence, you gather strength, clarity, focus. When the time comes to speak, you will do so with the power of divine wisdom backing you up. This is the art of discretion. Knowing that not every insight needs to be shared right away. Not every moment needs to be filled with words. Embrace discretion as a divine gift. Trust that when you stay silent, you're protecting your energy, your mission and the sanctity of your divine path. Speak when it is time to speak. Remain silent when it is time to listen. This balance is what keeps you grounded in your purpose. The final warning is clear. Embrace your mission in silence. Stop revealing your sacred truths prematurely. Trust that God's plan will unfold with perfect timing. Silence is not a sign of fear, or it is a sign of trust in the divine. By staying silent, you protect yourself, your mission, your connection with the divine. This is not a message of isolation, of empowerment. In silence, you find your strength, your clarity, your direction. By not sharing everything, you align yourself with your purpose. Yourself with a higher purpose. One that cannot be distracted or deterred by the opinions of others. Protect your divine gifts. Trust in the timing of the universe. Know that the work you are meant to do will unfold in perfect harmony. You are chosen for greatness. Your silence is the key that unlocks the door to, when it serves your divine purpose. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to forget the immense power that lies in patience and silence. Divine timing is a force that works in your favor. Only if you allow it to. The world often pushes us to act quickly, to share everything, to be loud about our actions. However, silence is where God can work miracles. When you're quiet, God speaks most clearly in moments of stillness. Patience isn't about waiting without doing anything. It's about trusting that what you're supposed to share will be ready to share when the time is right. When you're quiet, you can let go of the pressure to perform. Instead, to embrace the peace of knowing that your divine purpose is unfolding at exactly the pace it needs to. This sacred space of waiting may feel uncomfortable. In truth, it is where the most powerful transformations occur. Think of silence like the soil in which seeds are planted. They don't rush to grow. They remain hidden, nourished, cared for in the quiet. Similarly, your insights and spiritual gifts require this nurturing environment. The more you resist the urge to overshare, the more you allow your gifts to grow in depth and strength, ready to make their mark on the world when they are called to do so. Remember, silence does not mean inaction. It means alignment. When you listen to your spirit and wait for the right time to speak, you become stronger. God's timing is perfect. Be patient and calm. Every person has the strength within them to wait and be still. You have a special mission that is connected to your soul's purpose. This mission is not about achieving goals or fulfilling desires. It's about following a higher calling that aligns with divine will. Just as a precious jewel must be protected, too must your divine purpose be protected from when you're faced with distractions, doubts, external pressures that try to derail you. Remember, your mission is not for everyone to understand or approve of. The more you share with people who aren't aligned with your purpose, the greater the risk of distortion or distraction. People may try to influence your path. Offering, you must be discerning. You must understand that not every insight needs to be shared right away. Not every moment needs to be filled with words. Embrace discretion as a divine gift. Trust that when you stay silent, you're protecting your energy, your mission, the sanctity of your divine path. Speak only when it offers advice that doesn't resonate with your true calling, can truly help you, won't derail your mission. There is power in knowing when to say no to certain interactions, when to stay focused on the path laid before you. Your purpose is sacred. The more you honor it, the better. To do this well, you need to be strong and clear. This means sometimes standing firm when people don't understand or resist you. Trusting that this mission is a divine assignment that requires careful stewardship. The journey to fulfilling your divine purpose is not easy. It may involve moments of solitude, times when you feel misunderstood or isolated. But these are the very times that shape your strength. Protect your sacred mission with your heart. To accomplish your divine purpose, you must be strong and resilient. You may feel misunderstood or isolated. These are the moments that shape your strength. Every step you take in silence brings you closer to fulfilling your purpose. We often feel the need to explain or justify our actions, beliefs, even our existence. As a chosen one, there is a deep power in knowing your worth. When you recognize the sacredness within you, you no longer need to prove yourself to others. Your worth is inherent and validated by the divine, not by the opinions of others. Explaining yourself makes your mission seem less important. The more you justify your actions, the more you invite others to challenge or question your path. Instead, stand firm in the knowledge that your journey is yours to walk. Trust that when the time is right, your actions will speak louder than any words could ever do. In fact, silence often speaks more powerfully than any explanation ever could. Knowing your worth also means recognizing the value of your time and energy. You don't need to give away your light to everyone who asks for it. By choosing when to speak and when to remain quiet, you protect the precious energy that fuels your purpose. The more you honor your worth, the more others will be drawn to your authentic light and strength. Never let the need for validation overshadow your divine calling. Trust that those who are meant to see your light will do so without you having to explain yourself. Stand tall in the certainty of your mission. Knowing that the divine sees you. That's all that matters. As a chosen one, you are a beacon of light. And wherever there is light, shadows lurk nearby. Negative energies, whether in the form of toxic people, spiritual attacks, even self-doubt, can make you feel powerless. But there is a protective force that can help you. It is your right and your responsibility to call upon this protective force and set boundaries to keep yourself safe. The first step is to recognize when negative energy is at play. You may feel drained after certain interactions, or perhaps you notice a sense of confusion or heaviness in your heart. These are signs that you are being influenced by energies that are not aligned with your purpose. By setting spiritual boundaries, you establish a shield that blocks these negative forces and ensures that you stay centered in your truth. Divine protection also comes through discernment. It is important to recognize that not every situation or person is worthy of your energy. Trust your intuition to guide you in these moments when you sense that something or someone is not in alignment with your higher self. Honor that feeling and remove yourself from the situation. Remember, divine protection is not just about shielding yourself. It's about choosing the environments and relationships that nourish your spirit. The divine has promised to be with you, offering protection and guidance on your journey. When you walk in alignment with your divine purpose and trust in your own inner wisdom, you naturally create a spiritual shield that keeps you safe from harm. Embrace this protection and know that you are never alone in your mission. Amid the noise and chaos of the world, it can be easy to forget the most reliable source of guidance, your inner voice. This voice, which speaks to you from the depths of your soul, is in direct alignment with divine wisdom. Trusting this inner voice is one of the most powerful ways you can navigate your spiritual journey and fulfill your divine purpose. Mission. The more you listen to it, the clearer your path will become. Your inner voice is not just a thought. It is a whisper from the divine meant to guide and protect you. It may come as a feeling, a sudden clarity, a quiet nudge. It is always present, always available to you. The world may be loud, filled with distractions and opinions. Your inner voice is a steady, unwavering guide that helps you stay true to your purpose. Learning to trust this voice requires practice. It may feel uncertain at first, especially if you've spent years listening to the voices of others, but the more you listen to your own soul, the stronger and clearer this guidance becomes. It may not always make logical sense. It will always lead you to doubt, can make you feel powerless. But there is a protective force that can shield your spirit from these forces. You have the right and responsibility to call upon this protective force and set boundaries to keep yourself safe. The first step in protecting yourself is to recognize when negative energy is at play. You may feel drained after being in the wrong place at the wrong time. The more you trust your inner voice, the more you align with divine wisdom. This voice is a direct link to God's plan for you. It will never fail you. It may lead you to places of quiet solitude or moments of deep reflection. It will always guide you towards your highest good. Trust it and allow it to lead you on your divine path. Sometimes in life, it feels like you have to walk a path that doesn't fit with your true purpose. Society often pushes us to fit in, to follow the crowd, to share ourselves with others in ways that don't match our inner purpose. There's strength in standing apart, in moving away from the crowd, in listening to the quiet voice inside you. Quiet rebellion isn't about being defiant for its own sake. It's about following your true path, even when the world tries to tell you otherwise. It takes courage to stand apart from the crowd, especially when you see others getting attention or praise for doing things you disagree with. Don't overshare or follow popular trends. Remember that your mission is not about getting attention. It's about following your true purpose and doing what God wants you to do. If you can focus on what's important, you'll be able to ignore the distractions around you. This quiet rebellion is about rejecting the idea that you should seek approval from others. It's about trusting in God's plan instead of what other people think. It's about using silence to think deeply and without being influenced by other opinions. By being quiet and resisting popular trends, you'll discover something important about yourself. You have more strength than you realize. The strength of quiet rebellion is the power of being true to yourself. It's not loud or forceful. It's determined. When you trust your inner voice and resist the pressure to conform, you tap into your greatest potential and align with your life's purpose. This rebellion leads to freedom, peace, alignment with your soul's true purpose. In a world filled with constant noise and chaos, it's essential to set spiritual boundaries to maintain your inner peace. As a chosen one, you must learn to establish clear and healthy boundaries with the world around you. These boundaries aren't walls that isolate you. They are the protective forces that keep your spirit strong and centered amidst the storm. Spiritual boundaries are about saying no when necessary, walking away from situations that drain your energy, creating space where you can be alone with the divine. These boundaries protect your peace, clarity, mission. Without them, you risk losing yourself to the external chaos and losing sight of your true purpose. Creating spiritual boundaries is not about being harsh or closed off. It's about being wise.